Hey Joseph, how are
Hi,
we doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Yeah, I'm all right, thank you. I'm all right. I'm loving the yellow for like the sunshine outside. This is nice and
Yeah,
nice in here.
yeah. It's a sunny day. The weather's actually been really good for the last few days. So
Yeah, no, it
yeah, it's
has.
been
It's been
nice.
good. It's been good.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for taking time to do this.
no problem. No
So
problem.
we're on the topic of self-esteem. And
Mm.
what does having value look like to you?
So I think value for me would kind of revolve around being able to impact and influence um people around me.
Mm,
Whether that's a service or just my presence. Part of having value for me is just being that unique and authentic person. It's being valued is having something in you that can't be seen anywhere else or is quite rare. So I think that's what value is to
yeah.
me. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. I love how you talk about that unique part of who you are.
yeah.
You kind of developing that and understanding it more. How would you say that's developed, not developed, let me reword that. How would you say that's impacted your day-to-day life?
So I think when it comes to day to day, I mean, if I want to see, well, carry myself as like a person of value,
Mm,
then it just changes like um how I interact with others and what I spend my time doing. You know, I'm able to kind of adopt a mindset of being able to enjoy things without attaching my identity to it, essentially.
mm,
And when I was younger, I used to struggle with FOMO a lot. But having that being able to kind of sort myself out day to day, and create that time and space for myself, and just honor that time and space with boundaries has kind of
mm.
allowed me to see my value on a day to day basis.
Yeah, that was really interesting what you mentioned about FOMO and
Yeah.
attaching identity and value to doing those different things. What helped
Mm.
you realize your value and to maybe come away from that aspect a little bit? Because it's a huge thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you're around people that um I don't know, in the circle that I was around a lot when I was younger, people were very into like the materialistic things, and
Mm.
I don't know, I just wanted to focus on stuff outside of that. Like I'm not gonna take all my materialistic things to the grave, I guess.
Yeah,
But
true.
yeah, but it's just a bit more than that. The materialistic things can only give you so much, and things of the world can only give you so much. So it's just
Mm.
focus on things beyond that and above that that really like sets you up.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. And so, what were your kind of, for somebody who is maybe really identifying with what you were talking about of when you were younger, of being very influenced by FOMO, of that kind of sense of not missing out or looking at
Mm,
this or going, oh, when I get that, then I'll be this, or when I look like that, then I'll be this, or whatever it may be.
yeah.
What would be your top tips to people in that situation?
Mm, I guess my top tip would be kind of accept yourself and your nature.
Mm-hmm.
Um, don't condemn yourself for not being the person you want to be, or the person you might have is the perfect person in your head. But at the same time, um, always focus on growth. And growth comes from outside your comfort zone. So
Mm-hmm.
self growth is very important. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, accepting yourself. If it just gets to a point where you're changing who you are for whatever that may be, whether that's to suit a certain image or to get something that you need to have a certain persona
Mm-hmm.
to fit. You're just deceiving yourself, and it's a bit of facade that you're playing. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just accept yourself and your nature. Don't condemn yourself, and yeah, just focus on little things that will just help you grow.
Yeah, yeah. Were there any things for you personally that really helped you in that self-growth aspect?
I think for me, it was just positive affirmation, really and
Mm,
truly. So
yeah.
I used to be very pessimistic when I was younger, very pessimistic. Like I'd always focused on the bad things and negative things, and there would never be um there would never be a better way out of whatever
Mm,
it may be. But um, I just realized that having that mindset just makes things more difficult for myself.
mm,
Um, yeah, and I always thought that having these people around me, whoever it may be, having certain people around me that were
mm,
kind of playing on that mindset that I
mm.
had of being negative,
Yeah.
um, yeah, that doesn't help either, to be fair. So
Yeah.
it gets to a point where you can't rely on people to provide your sense of worth.
Yeah.
So yeah, something as powerful as that, like your sense of worth is so powerful to you because it just changes so much in terms of how you think and how you act on a day-to-day basis. So something as powerful as that has to be internalized, and it's
Yeah.
like a sword. It can only be wielded by you, like Excalibur was only wielded by King Arthur.
Love that.
It's
Yeah.
That's basically what your sense of self-worth is. It can only be something valued by yourself, and no one else can give it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For somebody maybe who is watching this, and I love that analogy of the sword, and thinking, well, it's great for him. He clearly has this amazing sword that he can just like fight his battles with. I've got this like puny little butter knife. I just have nothing to offer. What would you say to that person?
um, like I said before about accepting yourself in your nature, it's just kind of working with what you've got. You know,
Mm,
that not everyone could be the cavalry and the knights. Not everyone could be, like a chessboard. Not everyone could be the kings and the queens and the
mm,
and the knights. They're pawns there for a reason, and they still play a very valuable part. And
mm,
part of the chess piece is when you get to the other side of the board, the pawn can either turn into a king, queen, or a knight. So
yeah.
it's all about the growth. It's all about
Yeah.
the growth, and don't compare yourself to others. Don't compare yourself to others because
Yeah.
that would do a lot more damage to you than you would expect. So
Yeah.
yeah, just accept yourself and focus on you for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Be who you truly are,
Yeah,
and pull that sword from within.
yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Thank you, Joseph. That was
No
so
problem.
good. It was great to catch up with you again, and thank you for
Yeah.
sharing your wisdom.
Thank you very much. Take care, Hannah.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.